Wow, this video has been a long time coming. Hey there, welcome back to my channel, and today I kind of want to dive in. I want to give you a little update on what's been going on with my life. Hope everything's going great with yours. And I kind of wanted to share what I'm planning on doing going forwards. I know I've kind of popped up over here and then popped away and then popped up and then popped away. And to be honest, like the last number of years has kind of been so all over the place. I've really struggled with figuring out what to do with this channel and really trying to figure out if I even had space for it, to be honest. But the past couple of years have been a whirlwind. Of course, the pandemic happened, which was crazy. And then I also dove headfirst into being an Amazon influencer when all of that was picking up. I make UGC videos over on my Amazon storefront, and that really became like my full-time thing. So I was working on track to become a executive director at a foundation, and that was the way life was gonna go. And then the pandemic hit and the world changed and everything just got crazy. And I started doing the Amazon stuff. It really took off, and I had to really make this evaluation of like what was going to be the next step. So now I do the Amazon influencer storefront, on-site, off-site, and we're going to be talking about that a little bit more over here, and I will share more in upcoming videos. I started doing that full time. And so I kind of got pulled back into the content creator world, only now I'm more over on the blog side and writing for blogs more often. And I really just now feel like after a couple of years of kind of getting almost kind of reestablished that I can figure out a way to incorporate YouTube back in. But we're gonna kind of start fresh over here. So I'm kind of at a place in my life, especially now that I have help editing videos, that I can just kind of take some space and kind of carve out some space for me. So that's what I want over here on this channel. So I'm going to start going kind of back to my roots where I started, sharing what bags I'm loving, hauls, beauty items I'm loving, and I also needed a space to put some videos for my business things. So I was looking at my whole suite of everything I have going on. And I'm going to share the bags that I'm using right now too, by the way. We're going to talk about that in this video, but I was looking at my whole suite of what I have going on. And being Mommy with Style, where I kind of set up camp like the past number of years, where a lot of my vlogs and family things have gone over there, really it more holistically fits to keep it vlogs, and then all of my Amazon influencer stuff is pretty much wrapped up under that name. So I do a lot of outfit inspo and outfit planning, and I do outfit of the days and seasonal planning and all those sorts of things with being Mommy with Style. It doesn't really work to toss anything else underneath that. It just has too much going on as it is. And then the past year, I've split off pretty much most of the Disney intensive content, except for the vlog stuff. It can stay on Be Mommy with Style. The intensive reviews and all of that has gone over to Moms with Mouse Ears. And that has worked beautifully. It's so great to have them separated. And I'm just now starting to pick up and starting to do videos, now that the website's established, starting to do videos to match the articles on the website to get everyone, to go check out the website from the YouTube world. So that's all going now. Hiring a video editor, like #1 thing I've done so far this year, by the way. So then I got to pause and really say, okay, I have all of my courses, which I'm teaching automations and workflows and all the different things that I use in my own business. And I have content around that, and I need to make videos for that. And I'm like, where is this gonna go? It doesn't go on Be Mommy with Style. It can't go on Moms with Mouse Ears. I do have bags for bubbles, but what am I gonna do here? I don't wanna start a new channel. Oh my gosh, I have enough already as it is. I seriously think Google sent me a message and said you have too many accounts. So I'm like, what are we doing here? And as I sat with it, I really started to figure out, I wanna talk about bags again. So today I'm gonna share the handbags that I'm using right now. And we're going to talk about primarily 3 things here, and kind of just, I want to make this my chatty space, my space where I can share information that I'm linking out other places, linking on the blog and that sort of thing. And it'll kind of just go back to being my space again. I'm kind of really excited about that. So I'm not going to change the name actually, because I don't really think any of that matters anymore, the URL or whatever. It's still Bags for Bubbles. back in the day. Like, that's what I started out as. It was not meant to be a YouTube channel. I started out with that as a forum name, and I was uploading videos to share on a forum. That's how I even got started in YouTube. But I'm just going to leave the URL same because I don't think it matters, and it has all the historical videos of bags. But here we're going to talk about all of the B things: bags, beauty, and business. And when I finally arrived at that destination, I was like, I kind of love that. I can talk about my things over there and just share what I want to share, be able to put my business videos over here, just organically weave it all together. And I think that's what I want to do. So that's what we're doing. So if you're from the way back when, welcome back. If you're new and stumbling across this video, as I've said, I make videos a lot of other places, but YouTube is kind of where I started for the foray into the social media world, and it's become a business, and it's been my full-time job for a number of years. It got me a number of jobs in the corporate world, and then when the pandemic and everything happened, I really had to evaluate, was the corporate world really as secure as I thought it was? And it really kind of turned a lot of my assumptions on its head. And so I've ended up back really just focusing on Amazon and blogging, and now putting YouTube into the mix. So it's kind of almost like a welcome back party. But yeah, it's kind of weird to have gone like completely full circle. I am sitting here as a 40-something, and I sat here as a 20-something, literally went full circle. I did everything I could to walk out of this circle, and I just ended up in the same spot. So if you're a younger person, I guess take from that what you will. But I spent so many years going, this isn't a career, I have to do something like a real job, and just it's where I've ended up. And so to be back in this place where I have a space where I can just share the things I want to share things like handbags, which are just a fun thing for me to chat about. It's really interesting to be back here, I guess. So handbags are kind of like my fun thing. We're going to talk mainly about bags over here. Like I said, I also want to be able to put beauty stuff over here, because in the past I've also done like Sephora hauls and what I'm loving. A lot of it's going to be geared for like over 40, just like what I'm using or what I'm taking with me when I travel. And then business, so the 3 Bs. So I needed some place to put my business videos, and this just seemed like the most likely conclusion. So primarily bags, slight bit of beauty, mainly revolving around travel and business. So hopefully you like bags and business. If you don't like business, you can skip over those videos, but they have to have a home. So here we are. But let's chat about bags for a little bit. So here's the update. I'm still loving these Pom Pom London bags. There's actually a number of camera bags on Amazon right now as well too. I will link some of those down below where you can find like a similar style. But for years when I was making handbag videos, I was like, I'm not a crossbody gal. I don't love crossbody. And now look at me. This is like primarily what I use almost all the time. It's just so easy to be hands-free. I love these because this has a really good amount of space. I have this in this bigger size, and then I also have a slightly smaller one as well. And they've just been really easy go-to bags to use. I also have been using this Rebecca Minkoff Edie bag a ton. This is just a flap handbag, and in some of my videos upcoming I'll share what's been on my wish list. Definitely been checking out Fashionphile a lot because I would like to kind of incorporate some new brands that I don't have as many bags from, or don't have any in my collection. But I've always loved Rebecca Minkoff. This has got this great area here on the back. I love that it's this easy flap just to flip into this, and then a ton of space that's divided down here in the center. So this was definitely my go-to bag during the winter. And then I wanted to share also, if you are an OG and you've been around forever, I did a lot of talking about the Palermo, both the PM and the GM back in the day. And I do still own a Palermo GM. Now this bag, it's really versatile. I really like this. This is one of my favorite kind of, I guess you'd call it classic. Is it vintage? It's probably vintage bags that they put out. I love the pleating on it. I love the GM has the adjustable straps. It's a great size for travel, and it's also got the strap that can be used crossbody, so it again can just be used for a ton of different things. I still really like the PM, and it would be a great like everyday bag, but this is actually the only one that I have in my collection right now, just the GM size. I don't have the PM, but I wanted to mention that because I feel like I did a lot of talking about the Palermo back in the day, and I wanted to share that literally like a decade and a half later, I still have one in my collection. So other than that, I'm planning on having some hauls coming up. Lily Pulitzer is having a sale right now, so I might share a little sale haul from that. I'm also eyeing some bags, some totes, some handbags from Lily & Bean. It's a UK company, and I have actually been eyeing their bags for like a year, and you can get the monograms. So pretty. I think I'm going to get one of those for my North Carolina trip that's coming up. And then I've been looking on Fashion File, and I've really been wanting to add some YSL bags into the mix, so I'll be sharing what I pick from those. But I'm just really excited to kind of have a space just to sit, chat, share what I'm loving, what I'm doing, and share all of those things. So you'll see, I'm going to probably, depending, I'm still getting in the groove with the video editor, but I think probably about like once a week or so. That's the thing with YouTube, is you really have to be consistent about when you upload, like once a week or once every 2 weeks. Really once a week is what YouTube wants you to be doing at least. So I will try to do once a week, but definitely want to have something to talk about bag related is when I'm planning on bringing things over here. And then I have my business videos that I need to mix in as well too. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a digital marketer and you have a business, especially like a blog or a website where you have products, I'm going to be doing a lot of talking about automations, how I automate different things within my business to literally be able to just have a passive income working for me in the background, regardless of whether I'm sleeping or traveling or making a video for something completely unrelated like this. It's just a really great way to kind of have that base income in the background, and it frees you up to do a lot of fun projects. Like I'm diving back into doing YouTube stuff again. Up in the fall, I am one of the hosts of a retreat that's happening at Disney World for Disney content creators, and that should be really fun and new and different. I also still volunteer and help out with a nonprofit that I worked at in the past, and I'm able to kind of still help out there a bit. And I still have my own projects that I work on around the house. I'm hoping to do a number of Cricut projects around the house this summer and just to have some fun things like that. I want to get back into wreath making and all of that. So it helps kind of free up your time a little bit to take on either new projects in your business or just go back to doing things that you like. Because that's the weird thing about being an entrepreneur. If you get into the wrong mode, you can just really start working like constantly. And I've really kind of had to deprogram myself the past couple years of like working more doesn't necessarily mean that more comes out of it. And when I've kind of started to accept that, it's actually done some really beautiful things in my own business. It's grown exponentially, and it's really created this really nice passive income in the background. So I'm sharing all those kind of automation things to help out other bloggers, creators, that sort of thing that are looking for those. So all of that's on my dianahughes.com website. So I needed a place to host the videos for those. I'll be sharing some of those videos when I'm talking about those. I'm on different webinars and like different bundles and things like that. And sometimes I need to host a video for that that's public. So those will all go over here, but I'm planning on primarily creating some space to talk about bags and what I'm loving there, and talk a little bit more about all those sorts of things coming up. So if you're from back in the early days, welcome back. If you're new here altogether, welcome. And I'm looking forward to starting to hopefully be able to post over here a little bit more regularly. So I will see you in another video coming up soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.